Hello everyone. In this COVID-19 pandemic, we come across a term very often, that is immunity. What is immunity and why we are so much concerned about immunity? In this video, I will try to give you the concept about the immune system. In order to understand our immune system, let us try to understand it with an example. See, we need to protect our body, and the protection can be broadly categorized into two: non-specific response and specific response. Now, if we want to know about this, let us compare it with our country, India. We need to protect our country. So, we have made boundaries across the country that separate us from our neighboring countries. And we have some soldiers there that see or those regulate if the people from the other countries, if they enter, then the soldiers are there to knock them down. In the same way, our body also have this mechanism. This type of response is non-specific response. We have a boundary too, or a barrier too, that is our skin. Our skin is the first line of defense, and it is the barrier which does not allow any foreign particle to enter inside our body. Our skin is made up of dead cells and keratin that does not allow any foreign particles to enter. Even if some of the particles, if they enters, if some antigens or pathogens, if they enters, then we have our soldiers. Who are our soldiers? Our white blood cells. Wait, you don't know about white blood cell. So let me give you a brief about white blood cell. Whenever we come across the term blood means the red fluid. But blood consists of different cells. Broadly, they are categorized into red blood cell and white blood cell. In case of red blood cell, their main motive is of transportation. They transport oxygen, different food, toxin materials, and white blood cell, they have the duty to protect our body. Now, this white blood cell, they have some soldiers known as macrophages. What they do, if some pathogen enters inside our body, they engulf it. They engulf it, and inside them they have lysosomes. Lysosomes are organelles which are filled with digestive juices, and those lysosomes digest these pathogens and they get rid of this pathogen. And a part of this pathogen is carried by this macrophage, or it is shown, or it's in the surface, it is shown in the surface of the macrophage. Now, this response is non-specific response. Again, if we come to the example of our country, still as we are having boundaries, still some of the terrorists, they enter inside our territory. So there are some people, they may be a special commandos or some spy, they regulate their entry, or they see who is entering or what their plan is. In the same way, we have some specific response too. This specific response is carried by lymphocytes. Again, lymphocytes are of two types, B lymphocytes and T lymphocytes. B lymphocytes are generally concerned with humoral response, and in case of T lymphocytes, they are cell mediated. Now, what are these two? Humoral means your body fluid. Whatever pathogen is present in your body fluid, they are killed by B cells. And whatever pathogen they are present inside your cell, they are killed by T cell. Now, these pathogens, what they do, they invade our cell, and with our cells, with our own machinery, they multiply. They increase in number. So what does the T cells do? They find out the cells in which the pathogens are there and they kill the cells. Now, how this whole thing work? When a pathogen enters, then the macrophages kill it and they represent it or the part of it on the surface of their cell. Now what happens? In our blood, there is a cell known as T helper cell. Now this T helper cell plays a vital role. Whenever they see a macrophage that has represented an antigen, then it gets attached to it and it gets activated. When the T helper cell activates, then it has different function. First, it can go to the B cells or the B lymphocytes, and can activate the B lymphocyte, and they can form the antibodies. Or they can activate more macrophages that can kill more pathogens. Or they go to T cells and they activate them, and this activated T cell can now start the cell mediated, or they can now start killing the cells which are affected by the pathogens. Now this T helper cell is very important. In HIV, the patient who are suffering from AIDS, this HIV virus, they affect this T helper cell. And now you think, if T helper cell cannot act, then this whole immune response cannot start. So whenever a person is having a disease, that is AIDS, he is not killed by the disease. That is, he is not killed by AIDS. He is killed by any simple pathogen attack. It may be common cold, anything. Now, one more thing what you need to know is, this B cell have a different type of cell that is known as B memory cell. These memory cells have the capability to remember the pathogen, and it can produce antibodies when we come across with this pathogen infection again. Now, this non-specific response and specific response help us to fight against the pathogen. Now, there are millions of pathogens. That means we need specific antibody for these pathogens. So, can we produce this millions different type of antibodies? Now, let me give a brief light over it. There is a project known as Human Genome Project. What is this? It is a project in which all the genes of our body, the cells, what are genes? Genes are responsible for each and every character of your body, from hair color to color of eyes to your height, everything. Now what they did, the scientists tried to sequence each and every gene of your body, and they found around 26,000 genes. 26,000. But there's a big question to it. There are millions of pathogens, but we have only 26,000 genes. But what the scientists, they have not disclosed to us is that they have not sequenced the gene present in our immune system. Now, in case of antibodies are formed from the combination of genes. Yes, two or more genes combines, or their product combines to form an antibody, or they form some protein and they then combine in different probabilities to form an antibody. In this way, we get 10 to the power 11 antibodies. It's a huge number. One more thing to add to it is, these antibodies have the capability to mutate itself, and if we find if we do the probability and if we calculate the whole number of antibodies, then it is 10 to the power 18. 10 to the power 18. Huge number, hard to imagine. Now, if you see all the stars in the galaxy, that will be equal to the antibodies which your body can produce. That is 10 to the power 18. That is, you are having a whole galaxy inside you. That is the power of your immune system. So, believe in it. And now coming to COVID-19 situation. Here we are all eager to boost up our immunity. Now, boosting up immunity means staying healthy. There are no medicine that can boost your immunity. So, in order to be healthy, Eat healthy, sleep for 6 to 8 hours. You need 6 to 8 hours sound sleep. Do yoga, have a 5 or 10 minutes exercise, consume more green vegetables, seasonal fruits. This will give you vitamins, minerals, and that will make your body capable of fighting the infection. Stay at home, stay safe, and trust your immunity.